Hello, hello, good morning, my fellow King's Army War gamers. This is Ryan once again. It's been quite a while, and on this episode of King's Army War Gaming, as you can see, I have found the joy of Army Painter Speed Paint, and I got a bunch of figures right here. For those that have followed, you know that I am not a skilled painter at all. That's why I love pre-painted miniatures. As you've known, I've started with Mage Knight before and have since collected um, sets of miniature figures that are pre-painted from different companies. Okay, whether it's from Heroclix or from Sabertooth, right? But I just recently found the joy of Army Speed Paint, and all right, I know this this is quite a different take from all the rest of the other videos with army building and one page rules and mage knight and all of that sort. And of course the last video, thank you for really um, liking that unboxing and feature of the acid house terrain fantasy, the portable fantasy terrain set. And but this time I just want to give a shout out to speed painter army painter speed paint. um, it is indeed a miracle for us that have no skill but want to spice up our pre-painted figures. And if you want to dive in, which I've actually done, to dive into a little bit of painting as well. Okay, so yeah, this is Ryan once again from King's Army War Gaming, and this is the miracle of Army Painter Speed Paint for armies. Okay, so let me go back to these figures. Um, I've featured this before, and I still yet have to post that battle report. This is an orc. No, no, this is a troll from a battle troll from the Heroclix WizKids Lord of the Rings line, and this is the original paint scheme. If you noticed, all right. I mean, not bad. You can see the armor, and you can see the orc skin and everything. But you have a whole army of this, and I don't know. It just looked really bland to me, and so I decided. I've seen some of the Army Painter speed paint videos, Goobertown Hobbies, all of the the big channels. Um, as you know, this is just a humble home gamer right here. So I was like, yeah, why don't I try it out? So I went ahead and bought the Army Painter Speed Paint Mega Set. I just got it from Amazon. I think this was about 70 something. And what I noticed with all the video channels about speed painting with Army Painter is that it's relatively really very user friendly and newbie friendly and dummy painting friendly. Exactly. So it says base, shadow, and highlight in one. So I figured, why don't I try it out on my pre-painted figures and see what it does? All right, because basically you're just painting along the lines and everything. And so that's what I did with these battle trolls. And I want to show you the finished product. Okay. And this is the battle troll that came out after using army speed paint. Okay, I basically used just three colors. Um, I think I used malignant. I think it was malignant green for the skin to add up to the skin, and then hardened leather. See that brown part right there. Also for the straps for the armor, and then I believe I used runic gray something for the armor, and basically just those three colors painted along the lines. Okay, and you can just see the stark difference. I mean, it's just the armor feels so much more realistic with the shading and the highlight. And the good thing with army paint or speed paint is when you make globs, you know, when you put a little bit too much on the mini itself, is that you actually don't have to worry about it. Now, for the regular paints before, you were worried because if you put too much, it globbed up and it would really hide the details. But speed paint is highly translucent, and actually, when you put those globs, you can see the dark spots there where some of the paint kind of pulled up. It actually gives it more contrast and highlight instead. So your mistake is easily hidden and it actually becomes a highlight. And then the skin, I guess, also because since this is pre-painted, because technically it has a base coat, the speed paint just enhances the base coat for your mini. So just look at that. It's just amazing. And so I want to show you what I'm doing right now, which is the same thing because I want to finish all of these other orcs. So as you can see, I've I painted a bit on uh, the rest of the skin for this orc. I mean, no, sorry, this troll, and I'm going to paint through the lines again for the rest of the green parts, and that's basically what I'm doing. Okay, that's the beauty of speed paint. And then there's no technique to it. I'm just relatively new. I'm just basing it like what you would do if you were a kid with a coloring book, or if you go to those places. There's one here in our city in Clovis. It's called um, uh, where you buy mugs and it has designs and you paint. Okay, I think it's paint me something, and that's basically what I'm doing. So I'm just putting it in the lines there where the skin would be. All right, and you can already see how the speed paint highlights that base coat skin. I'm gonna get through the arms right here. But then when it dries up, and you can add coats to it if you wanna highlight it more. Okay, different shades of the green that you're getting from this malignant green. Okay, so I'm just doing that. Okay, sorry, I don't have a videographer, so I'm just doing this on my own. But all right, you see, on the bottom legs that I've already painted a bit, you can see the rich color already. Okay, and then I'm gonna do that the leather gray as well that part. But let me try to get the rest of this. Okay, and again, because it's highly translucent, there's no issues with regards to if you go beyond the lines, because once you paint with the other paint scheme that you have that you want for, like, say, the armor, it kind of just blends in to where you might have overlap, and it just allows you to continue painting and not have to worry about, oh, I gotta wipe that down or erase it. I mean, you still could with maybe a paper towel or whatnot, but I don't know, guys. I just speed paint has given me the joy and the confidence to try out painting. For those of us that are, uh, just like me, we're just bound to our miniature figures. But again, even we can still enjoy our miniature figures, but at least we can give some highlight to it. Okay. I mean, you see, just look at the difference with the richness of the color right there. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get the back part here, the lower back, where the armor is. And I'm not gonna be scared. I'm just gonna paint through that because I'm gonna use the hardened leather color anyway on the belt part. But yeah, man, I mean, just try it out. It's surprisingly, I found that painting is very relaxing as well. So thank goodness for Army Speed Paint for allowing us to have that joy as well. I'm gonna try to get into this crevice right here where there's still skin, where that armor strap would be. Okay. Anyway, look at that. Okay, so there's already a lot of contrast that you can see. Okay, with just with the Army Speed Paint. I'm gonna try to get the neck area here. Okay. And this brush, I did buy this. This is I believe this is another Army painter, but it's just a smaller one, just for if you want to get into smaller spots. There might be even a smaller one, but this was the smallest I could find at our local gaming store. It's always good to support your local hobby store. All right, and I realized that they have painting classes as well. So I'm gonna try that out next month and meet some real painters there. But this is a good start, just to kind of get get into the groove of painting. Okay, sorry, I'm just kind of like in the edge of the video there, but uh, okay. Anyway, um, so you can kind of see where I'm getting at. At the same time, I also tried actual painting just a bare figure. So again, you just have the liberty. I'm not gonna be very meticulous on all the details here. I'm just going by what the speed paint will do for me. Okay, I painted that leather strap already earlier. You can see how rich that is already. Okay, and then I also painted last night the wooden part. Okay, you can see there's some parts where I kind of overlap, but again, that will just be hidden once I put the other colors in. So uh, it's going to be another orc for my Mage Knight, and of course the Lord of the Rings as well. But I just want to feature that a little bit. So yeah, this is the beauty of Army Speed Paint, Army Painter Speed Paint. Okay, let me just show you some of the figures that I touched up. Again, I just want to show you the finished product of the troll in comparison once again. Okay, so that's the leather portion right there, and there's a hint of brown because I believe before I have you ever tried putting dry erase? Oh, no, Sharpies. I tried to color this with Sharpies, brown Sharpies. So there's still some brown pigments there, and that's what it is. So it was actually nice because it highlighted the malignant green, but uh, just the contrast and the highlight of the speed paint is awesome. Look at that hardened leather. It really looks like hardened leather. And then the armor, I can't say anything much about the armor. It's just which is beautiful. And then with the leather, hardened leather I put there for the strap for the armor, that just works really well. Okay. And so now I have a really awesome battle troll, pre-painted and then repainted with speed paint, the miracle of speed paint. And another one was I was really not happy with or satisfied with what they had for Sauron. Again, this is from the Heroclix Wiz Kids Lord of the Rings Clicks figures, pre-painted. So just imagine Sauron. I'm gonna focus him in a little bit, but Sauron had the same armor color like this, slightly darker, but again, you couldn't really appreciate the details of the armor and all that. So I decided to just use the runic gray for Sauron, and just look how the details now pop. And then where, like I said, there's parts where I pulled some of the speed paint, and you can readily see that instead of making it look bad, it actually highlights the armor details. Okay, you can see some of those pulls right there, the recesses. That's what speed paint does. Okay, and so I literally just painted over this with the runic gray, okay, on the armor, and uh, this chainmail as well on his front bottom. Okay, protecting his egg rolls. But then he's, look at the detail on his boots. Okay, where the speed paint pulls up, and then the mace. But just on the face of Sauron himself, and again, it also highlighted the ring now that it's all painted. So you have the one ring right there, he's holding it. Yeah, if you ever want a Sauron figure that's already built, okay, less expensive than what else you can find there, whether it's Games Workshop or whatnot. But um, I mean, these used to be just you could pick them up a dime a dozen, but they're now a little bit fewer on the net and eBay. But uh, that's a great Sauron figure, and just towering and everything. The cloak, I also kind of I brushed it off more with the speed paint grim black. There's someone suggested that I could probably dry brush this with, I don't know, some light grayish or something, or just to kind of see the flow. And I might do that, yeah, when I learn dry brushing. But that is just a miracle of speed paint. I want to show you another figure, again from the Heroclix line. This is the Witch King of Angmar. And again, his cloak was kind of bland. It was kind of grayish, and all the metal was the same as the trolls, as you saw, very light, and no detail at all. But now, again, I used the runic gray, the same with Sauron, and the flail is, wow. You can really see the chains and everything. And just the face of the Witch King now is, you can see it all the more. And the sword, I just lightly touched it up with the runic gray. And see the helmet, the spikes, see the contrast. So yeah, I mean, it's great for a newbie. You get this result, you have contrast. It looks like you actually know about contrasting, and but the speed paint just does the job for you. And I've also I'm such a Lord of the Rings nut. So these on wood right here. These are figures from the War of the Ring board game, and I want to feature that once again too. I just discovered that with my son, and that's going to be another aspect of what we'll show here on this channel. Um, so the War of the Ring is basically it's a huge board game, and it comes with 205 figures, and these are the Nazgul, and they come unpainted as well. So I tried again using speed paint, primed these with Wraithbone spray, and just use two colors. Well, actually three. You recognize the hardened leather from the previous one, and then again the runic gray. I like the runic gray because you can top it off, and it becomes kind of like black actually. And then for the wood part there where the fell beast rests, I just put like dark wood. Okay, and so this is all speed paint again. Right, so not bad. You can see all the highlights, the contrast. So I'm gonna be using this for the Lord of the Rings, War of the Ring board game. It's huge. It's got a huge mat and the huge map of Middle Earth, and it's kind of like a Risk, but with a different take. Okay. So anyway, I'm gonna continue painting this unpainted mini. See how it goes. I'm actually gonna have him once he's done be the leader for all these trolls right here. I think they match, right? That's pretty neat. So he's gonna be leading these trolls to battle an orc boss. But I gotta finish up all these other trolls so they don't look bland like these. Okay. So anyway, thank you. Thanks for watching. And this is all my setup right here. I'm just on my kitchen granite table. Got army speed paint there. Just a little palette for and a couple brushes from the dollar store, and just trying this out. And again, thank you for watching King's Army War Gaming. This is Ryan. I hope to uh, interact with you more. Thank you for liking and subscribing this humble channel. We'll continue to grow this. And we'll have a couple more battles as well. And we'll set up the whole table right there with all the terrain that we have, acid house terrain. And plan is, as my son and I will play the War of the Ring board game, as each nation in Middle Earth attacks one another, we're gonna in a macro level, we're gonna do a micro level and actually have those battles through Mage Knight or one page rules system. Okay, so watch out for that. Thank you once again. God bless, and hope to see you next time. All right, bye bye.